Welcome back, folks, to another episode. Here we go. Let's see what's going on in the chart with Pulsechain. Get rid of you. So as you can see, we came right up, touched the spider line almost exactly, then got rejected. That's why you need to pay attention to these diagonal trend lines that I've showed you in the previous videos. I mean, they're pretty accurate. Sitting right on top of the 2 hour week moving average just now, but we're looking for it to hold this level here. So if the price comes down to here, we're really looking for this level here to be held. If it doesn't, then it will drop down to this level, which is the all-time low, as you can see here. Can I hold that level, then it will play out this measure move price target for this head and shoulders pattern, which is right here. So if the price can revert round here, being held by that 2 hour week moving average, we're looking for it to break through this diagonal trend line, and then we will have this next diagonal trend line. Looking for something like this to happen, for it to keep stepping up, which Richard Hart likes this pattern. But yeah, I mean, as you can see on the daily, on the momentum wave, blue momentum wave here, it clipped right on the 50% line, 60% line even. We got rejected at that area of resistance, which is the diagonal trend line. If we go up the time frames, we got a 2-day. You can see this momentum wave here is kind of rolling over and clipping. Let me just see here. That crest of the waves clipping. VWAP's heading down, money flow looks like it's curving. You know, see if it's curving like that wave. They take a while for these waves to reset. You know, that's been curving like that, and it looks like it's going to go do something like that. But, I mean, you never know, right? The low liquidity in these markets, with Pulsechain especially, is you can move the price really easily with no much economic energy. So, I mean, we've got that going for us. There is one thing I want to show you as well. This is just a quick one because there's no point in reiterating myself all the time. Well, it's pretty simple what we're looking for here. Outside this is just technical analysis. Outside of that, you're looking at all fundamental stuff. There's plenty of other channels to go to for that kind of news. Somi, your friend Somi, I think his YouTube channel is called. He's great, you should watch him. He does loads of analysis in all different areas, so you can check him out. Yeah, 21 week moving average is pretty high up here. I need to reset this so that it's actually about here. So yeah, that's about it for Pulsechain. It actually looks better on the higher time frames. You go up to the 4-day, you can see momentum's still down. Wave still heading up. The wave hasn't clipped yet. On the weekly, it's looking good still. So again, VWAP, the wee yellow waves, just kind of flat lines gone sideways. Money flow is still heading up the way. See, it's still heading up. Blue momentum waves just clipped. The green dot was brought on last week. So yeah, I mean, this could just continue. It could just revert back up for here easily. Like I said, low liquidity, anything can happen in these markets really quickly. Also RSIs are split. We're looking for this green RSI, the higher time frame to the lower time frame, to start curving back up. The higher time frame will follow suit. Split RSIs are highly volatile though, so yeah, DBSI, these numbers on the top, I mean, you can't get any fucking higher than that, man. Absolutely no buy pressure here on it. So yeah, you're kind of looking for these kind of numbers, or these numbers, 25s, to be on the bottom. These are all sell numbers. So It is what it is, you know. It's always good to have a wee bit of dry powder on the side so that on these moves down you can capitalise on them. You see this massive wick to the downside on Hex on this chart. Check in deck screener or that, you wouldn't have got this wick. Yeah, nothing much else to say, it's all looking pretty similar. I mean, Hex is probably in a better position right now to have some positive price action here. You see all the 21s in the bottom, so it's got a lot of buy pressure here on Hex. Also with Pulsechain, the higher the Pulsechain price, the more the gas fees are going to be, so the higher price is going to be to do a transaction. So I kind see Pulsechain doing quite the number of X's that people are thinking. Like it will at some point have a massive run, you know, like if it does 100x, then your gas prices are going to be like 100 times more expensive. That's one way to look at it. Hex is different, you know. Hex is it's relying on the gas price for Pulse, but that's a different story. So going up the time frames on Hex, red dot on the momentum wave, RSI's a kind of flat bottom. You've not got long to wait. If you've been waiting this long, we've been here for about 4 years and seen nothing, absolutely nothing really. You know, you could have capitalised on these moves, but hindsight's a bastard, innit? We're running out of the end of this pattern now. How many days we got? What's this, 4 days? 32 days, no, even 24 days till this pattern's finished and then either confirmed or invalidated. That's a long-term pattern since the beginning of Pulsechain time. See, when the price came up here, it got rejected, came up, got rejected, broke through, eventually came back down, bounced around it, got rejected, and now we're kind of trading inside the pattern. So this is a massive area to be looking out for. It's a huge resistance line right there. Let's go up to the weekly. Manipulation here, see that yellow X? So yeah, it is what it is. You know, it is what it is. But you've got some, you could look at, the positives there. If you were to buy right now, this goes up to this trend line, they're up nearly 200%. It's an easy wee 2x right there. I say easy, it's fucking nothing's easy with Pulsechain really, if you're looking at it from a price standpoint. This is just heavy manipulation in the markets, you know. This is probably Richard Hart selling, I'm just going to put that out there. But yeah, it is what it is. So you have to believe, as Somi says, it's a believer cycle. There is a few other good channels. RH Max, old Maxie's is a good channel too. Let's check PDI. PDI's, everybody loves a bit of PDI. See, money flow's heading down, momentum's heading down. It's on the daily. We did actually mention this actually, that was a good call. When we were right here. I said it's either coming down to this green line, reverting up, or it's going to come down a bit lower and then revert up. You can check on previous video, I think it was 2 videos ago. The good thing is, see if I change this 21 week moving average, 200 week moving average, sorry. What one are we on here? Okay, so just this is a wee bit thing we to show you. End date, you can change the end date to July, put it to a day ahead. So there you go. $21 week and 200 week moving average are coming together. That is extremely volatile times. I wouldn't be surprised if this does revert round right now. What kind of price action would you get for this? If you were to buy PDI today, 85% move, if this was to invalidate this. Normally these follow the wicks, so see when you have a big wick to the downside like that, Normally they fill the wick. I mean, it's almost filled it already. Again, it comes back down, price will come back down, retest this area here as support, or as part of the liquidity cycles, something to look into. It'll test that area as support. Go on the 4-day. I mean, red dot here, hey, that's on the 4-day. Okay, what else to say? That's about it. You're really waiting on Pulsechain. Wait on Pulse. See if Pulse is going to hold this level down here as support. That's the main thing to be looking out for. That's what I'm looking out for. If it can't hold that area of support, it's creating a double bottom here, which I still think is a likely scenario. Come down like that, so you've got one bottom, two bottom. Extremely bullish pattern, and that is another massive W pattern if that was to play out. We talked about W patterns last time, so you can go check that out. But that's about it, folks. Thanks for tuning in.